Dear soul seeking light and inner peace, in this sacred moment when you've chosen to slow down, breathe and surrender to the comfort of spirituality, I invite you on a profound journey into the depths of your heart, where memories create stories, where feelings shape your world, and where true transformation begins with a simple act of love. Take a deep breath, embrace the silence that wraps around you like a tender blanket, and allow each word that follows to be a gentle whisper that touches your soul. Today, we'll walk together along the path of Ho'oponopono, the ancient art of inner cleansing that guides us toward reconciliation with who we were, who we are, and the infinite possibilities of who we can become. On this journey, we don't seek to control or resist, but rather to make space for healing to happen naturally, in the rhythm of sacred time that flows within us. Let your heart open and your mind calm in this prayer that goes deeper than simple phrase repetition. This is an authentic encounter with your inner child, with the divine essence that dwells within each of us. If in this moment an old pain surfaces, don't resist. Welcome that feeling as a precious part of your being that needs to be seen, heard, and loved. Feel the gentle touch of compassion enveloping each fragment, bringing light to dark corners and opening doors to liberation. For it's in deep acceptance, without judgment, that we begin cleansing the memories that bind us to repetitive patterns, invisible fears, grudges that limit our existence. Now breathe deeply, and as you exhale, allow the following words to penetrate your being, not just as a prayer, but as a covenant of love with yourself. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Repeat at your own pace, feeling each syllable vibrate within you, invoking the healing presence of Ho'oponopono. Feel this silent cleansing spread through your thoughts, your emotions, your entire body, dissolving what no longer serves. Imagine this gentle energy sweeping away painful memories, erasing remnants of resentment, fear, and sadness. Stay in this state of surrender for a few moments, allowing time to seem to slow down and deep silence to take hold of you. Imagine your heart being washed by a white light, pure, emanating unconditional love. This light touches every cell, reprogramming your essence for peace, harmony, and inner freedom. Now visualize yourself in a tranquil garden where seeds of forgiveness, gratitude, and joy flourish. Feel the gentle breeze caress your skin, bringing the freshness of renewal. Know that this moment is a safe space where you can allow yourself to bloom, be born into a new way of being, free from bonds that no longer belong to you. Let this prayer be a link connecting your soul to the universe, sending waves of healing to all places where there's suffering, starting with yourself. Recognize the divine presence in every beat of your heart, in every pulse of your being, that desires to free itself and expand. Maintain the connection with this peace that springs from silence, knowing this is just the beginning of a profound journey, where with each step you reconnect with the essence of your own divine nature. Breathe with care, love, and respect for your being. And so, we walk together toward the next moment of this prayer that transforms and elevates. In this sacred instant, I invite you to dive even deeper into the vastness of your being, recognizing that within you exists an inexhaustible source of love and healing. Imagine this source as a crystalline lake, where the waters are so clear, they reflect your true essence, pure, immaculate, and full of potential. Embrace the awareness that everything you've experienced until now, with its pains and joys, are like waves that touch the surface of this lake but never empty it. Allow each memory, each emotion that returns in this moment, to be welcomed with the tenderness of a father comforting his child, or a mother cradling her baby in her arms. We are, by nature, beings of reconciliation. It's in the act of forgiving, of cleansing, that we break the invisible chains that keep us bound to the past. Immerse yourself in this feeling now, sensing how the gentle repetition of the words, "I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you," becomes a melody that resonates through the soul, awakening deep layers of transformation. Morrnah Simeona's original prayer reminds us that we're responsible not only for ourselves, but also for everything that happens around us. Every thought, every word, every action reverberates in our energetic field, creating waves that touch ourselves and the collective. In this awareness, we expand our commitment to purification, not just individual, but collective as well. In this safe space we've created together, allow yourself to feel the call to this greater healing. that transcends the self and embraces the we, recognizing that our internal transformation has the power to touch families, communities, and the planet as a whole. Feel your heart open to this loving responsibility, understanding that each act of cleansing we perform within ourselves reverberates positively in the world. Now, while you continue breathing deeply, I invite you to repeat with me, silently or softly, the powerful sequence of the 4 sacred phrases, feeling the meaning of each being absorbed into every cell of your body. Feel protected, loved, and strengthened. If you're feeling touched by this prayer, perhaps somewhere in your heart, there's a desire to remain on this path of light with us. Receive this invitation with love and know that here in this space of healing and reflection, you're always welcome, seen, and deeply important. Be gentle with yourself and allow transformation to flow in your time and your way. If you'd like, leave in the comments what your heart feels upon hearing these words. Share your experiences, your doubts, your hopes. Your journey is unique, and your voice is valuable to this community that grows in love and understanding. Our meeting will always be a space of welcome, without rush, without pressure, with deep reverence for your spiritual journey. And if you wish to continue with us, know that your presence here is what keeps alive the flame of hope and healing in the universe. May this prayer be a bridge between our souls, reminding us that we're not alone and that the path of light is walked step by step, heart to heart. Allow yourself to nourish this feeling and prepare to move forward on this journey of rebirth and unconditional love. As we advance on this path of inner healing, it's essential to recognize the importance of patience and surrender. Ho'oponopono teaches us that the true cleansing process doesn't happen in haste, but rather like a gentle dance between allowing and letting go. Just as nature follows its cycles, we too are invited to respect our timing, without forcing or resisting. In this moment, imagine yourself surrounded by a field of light that pulses with a soothing energy. With each breath, this light gently penetrates every corner of your being, dissolving worries, insecurities, and doubts that may be present. Feel that you can trust this process, trusting in the wisdom that resides within you, in your inner child who always knows what's best for your healing. It's normal for difficult or uncomfortable memories to arise during this cleansing, but they're just temporary manifestations announcing awakening. Don't be frightened by them, for they're signs that your subconscious mind is being purified, making space for a new reality, a renewed life that pulses with more lightness, joy, and love. As you allow the sacred mantra to course through your heart, repeat these words: I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you, and feel the power of this combination. These simple yet powerful phrases create a vibrational field that erases negative energies and strengthens connection with the divine. To deepen this practice, remember Morrnah Simeona's original prayer, which envelops us with its serene wisdom and invitation to reconciliation and complete healing. Allow her words to echo in your being, crossing layers of consciousness and reaching the deepest dimensions of the soul. Now visualize your body as a sacred temple where light and love can enter freely, driving away any shadow that might have settled there. Every cell renews itself. Every thought becomes clearer and more serene. Feel gratitude blooming in your chest, radiating outward and touching everyone around you. Imagine that you're releasing everything that no longer serves you, every weight, every story that has already completed its cycle. Let go, trust the process, and make space for the new. Breathe deeply and feel the power of transformation operating within you, even if silently and subtly. Know that this practice, when frequent and loving, builds the bridge to a full and harmonious life. We'll continue this meditation that guides the heart to reunion with its purest essence, with a space of peace and light that has always been within you, waiting to be awakened. Now that we've established this deep connection with our inner being, let's explore the transformative meaning of zero, a central concept in Hawaiian wisdom that Morrnah Simeona brought us. Zero doesn't represent emptiness or absence, but rather the state of pure potential, where all possibilities exist simultaneously, waiting to manifest through love and pure consciousness. When you allow yourself to be in zero, you free yourself from limitations imposed by past memories, social conditioning, fears that were planted in your mind over the years. In this sacred space of zero, you return to your original nature, to that luminous being who came to the world with a clean heart, eyes bright with curiosity, and a soul filled with unconditional love. Breathe deeply and allow yourself to experience this state now. Feel how all worries, all anxieties, all judgments simply dissolve when you embrace zero consciousness. It's as if you were floating in an infinite ocean of peace, where there's no past to lament nor future to fear, only the eternal present, full of divine possibilities. In this moment of absolute purity, repeat with me the sacred words, allowing them to echo through every fiber of your being. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Feel how these words aren't just sounds, but keys that open doors of transformation, bridges that connect your limited consciousness to your unlimited nature. The I'm sorry isn't an apology for something specific you did wrong, but rather a humble recognition that in your human journey, you may have strayed from the path of love. It's an expression of loving responsibility for everything that exists in your experience, understanding that somehow mysteriously, you're a co-creator of everything you experience. The "please forgive me" is an invitation for divine energy to dissolve any barrier that prevents the free flow of love in your life. It's not a desperate plea, but a confident opening, knowing that forgiveness already exists, waiting only for your receptivity to manifest completely. The I love you is the most powerful declaration that exists in the universe. For when you truly love, you align with the creative force that sustains all existence. This love isn't emotional or conditional, but rather the recognition of the fundamental unity that connects all forms of life. And thank you completes the cycle, anchoring your consciousness in the state of abundance and recognition, where you perceive that everything, absolutely everything in your life, even the most difficult challenges, are opportunities to grow, love more deeply and become more complete. Allow these 4 phrases to become your life mantra, your constant prayer, your way of relating to the world and yourself. And thus from zero, you build a new existence, based not on past limitations but on the infinite possibilities of the eternal present. As you deepen in this sacred practice, it's important to understand that Ho'oponopono isn't just a healing technique, but a way of living, a philosophy of existence that transforms every moment into an opportunity for connection with the divine. When you live from this consciousness, every breath becomes a prayer, every thought a blessing, every action an act of love. At this point in our journey together, I invite you to visualize your life being completely renewed from this understanding. Imagine waking up every morning with the awareness that you have the power to create your reality through constant cleansing of your memories, through continuous forgiveness, through genuine gratitude for every experience life offers you. See yourself walking through the world as a purified being, radiating peace wherever you go, bringing healing to people simply through your loving presence, not through forced words or actions, but simply by being who you really are, a pure channel of divine love, a unique expression of universal consciousness. When you truly embrace Ho'oponopono, you become responsible not only for your own healing, but for the healing of the entire world. Every moment of anger you transform into compassion, every instant of fear you dissolve with love, every second of judgment you replace with acceptance. All of this contributes to the elevation of planetary consciousness. Breathe deeply and feel this sacred responsibility, not as a burden but as a wonderful privilege. You were chosen by the universe to be an agent of transformation, a cosmic healer disguised as an ordinary person. Your life has a divine purpose, and this purpose is realized every moment you choose love instead of fear. Now repeat once more the sacred words, but this time, direct them not only to yourself, but to all humanity, to all living beings, to the entire planet. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Feel how your individual prayer expands and becomes a universal prayer, contributing to collective healing. While you remain in this state of deep connection, I want you to know that your presence here in this moment, hearing these words, is already an act of healing for the world. You don't need to do anything grandiose or extraordinary. Simply by being who you are, loving as you love, living with Ho'oponopono consciousness, you're already doing your part in global transformation. If these words are touching your heart in a special way, if you feel there's something magical happening within you at this moment, I want you to know that you're not alone on this journey. There are thousands of souls around the world who, like you, have chosen the path of healing, love, transformation. Your story matters. Your feelings are valid. Your experiences with Ho'oponopono can inspire other people who are going through difficult times. If you feel comfortable, share in the comments how this prayer is affecting your life. Tell us about the changes you've noticed, however small they may be. And if you have any special request, any situation in your life you'd like us to address in future prayers, leave your suggestion with love. This is our sacred space of collective healing, where every voice is heard, every heart is welcomed, every soul is honored in its uniqueness and beauty. Continue with us on this journey of light, knowing that with each step you become stronger, more loving, more aligned with your true divine essence. Now, let's deepen our understanding about memory cleansing, a fundamental aspect of Ho'oponopono that frees us from repetitive patterns that limit our happiness. Each of us carries, not only in our conscious mind, but also in the depths of the subconscious, millions of memories that shape our perception of reality and influence our automatic reactions. Imagine your mind as an immense library with infinite corridors filled with books. Each book represents a memory, an experience, a learning. Some of these memories are luminous, filled with love, joy, and wisdom. Others, however, carry the mark of pain, fear, resentment, and these are the ones that need to be purified through the sacred practice we're experiencing together. In this moment, allow yourself to connect with some situation in your life that has been repeating, causing suffering or limitation. It could be a pattern in relationships, recurring financial difficulties, persistent health problems, or any other area where you feel trapped in a cycle you can't break. Breathe deeply, and instead of trying to analyze or rationally understand this situation, simply offer it to the cleansing process. Visualize this memory or pattern as a dark cloud in your mind, and now see the sacred words of Ho'oponopono as rays of golden light that penetrate this cloud, gradually dissolving it. I'm sorry. Recognize without guilt or judgment that somehow you participated in creating this experience. Not because you're guilty or deserve to suffer, but because in the complex web of existence, we're all co-creators of our reality. Please forgive me. Ask for divine wisdom to dissolve any resistance, any attachment to this painful memory. Forgive yourself for carrying this weight for so long. Forgive all people involved. Forgive the circumstances that led to this situation. I love you. Send unconditional love to this entire experience, understanding that even in the most challenging situations, there's always an opportunity for growth and learning. Love yourself, love everyone involved, love life itself that allows these transformative experiences. Thank you. Feel genuine gratitude for having the opportunity to free yourself from this pattern, for having found this sacred practice, for having the courage to face and transform what needs to be healed in your life. As you repeat these words with sincere intention, visualize the dark cloud completely dissipating, leaving in its place a clean, clear space, filled with light and new possibilities. Feel how your body relaxes, how your breathing becomes deeper, how your heart opens to receive the blessings that are already on their way. Remember that this cleansing isn't a one-time event, but a continuous process. The more you practice, the deeper the layers of memories that can be purified, the freer you become to live from your true loving nature. Remain in this state of purification for a few moments, allowing silence and peace to completely fill your being, preparing to receive the guidance and blessings of our prayer. In this sacred moment of our journey, let's explore the transformative power of loving responsibility, a central teaching that Morrnah Simeona left us as a legacy. Loving responsibility doesn't mean blaming yourself or carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, but rather recognizing that you have the incredible power to transform your experience through changing your internal perception. When you truly embrace this responsibility, you stop being a victim of circumstances and become a conscious co-creator of your reality. This doesn't mean you consciously caused all the problems in your life, but rather that you have the power to transform your relationship with these problems through inner cleansing. Imagine for a moment that you're like a crystal prism. The white light of divine consciousness is always shining on you, but depending on how the prism is positioned, depending on which memories and beliefs are influencing your perception, this light refracts into different colors and intensities. When you practice Ho'oponopono, you're polishing and repositioning this prism, allowing divine light to flow through you more purely and clearly. Breathe deeply and connect with this image. Feel yourself as this crystalline prism, capable of transforming divine light into beautiful and harmonious manifestations in your life. With each repetition of the sacred words, you're removing any stain or distortion that prevents this light from flowing freely. Now think of someone in your life with whom you have difficulties, someone who awakens in you feelings of anger, frustration, hurt, or resentment. Instead of focusing on the behaviors or characteristics of this person that bother you, turn your attention inward. What memories within you are being activated by this person's presence? What aspects of yourself do you see reflected in them that make you feel uncomfortable? Remember that in Ho'oponopono wisdom, people appear in our lives as mirrors, showing us exactly what needs to be healed within us. With this understanding, direct the sacred words both to yourself and to this person. I'm sorry for the memories in me that created this conflictive experience. Please forgive me for carrying these memories that prevent love from flowing freely between us. I love you, recognizing in you a sacred aspect of divine creation. Thank you for this opportunity for healing and growth. Feel how this prayer creates an immediate energetic shift. It's not necessary for the other person to change their behavior, for you to experience peace. The transformation happens within you, and naturally, this reflects in all your relationships and experiences. As you continue practicing this loving responsibility, you discover that you have immense power to heal not only your own wounds, but also to contribute to the healing of all humanity. Each person you truly forgive, each situation you accept with love, each moment you choose peace instead of conflict, all of this sends waves of healing that spread far beyond what your mind can comprehend. You become an agent of planetary transformation, working silently behind the scenes of collective consciousness, helping to dissolve patterns of separation, fear, and conflict that have dominated humanity for so long. Your inner work is, simultaneously, work of service to the world. Allow this understanding to anchor deeply in your heart, knowing that every moment you spend in a state of Ho'oponopono is a precious gift you offer not only to yourself, but to all creation. We now come to a very special point in our prayer, where we'll connect directly with the essence of ancestral Hawaiian wisdom and the loving spirit of Morrnah Simeona, the extraordinary woman who brought us this sacred practice in its modern form. Feel for a moment the subtle presence of this wise woman who dedicated her entire life to teaching humanity about the power of reconciliation and healing through love. Morrnah understood something that many of us are still learning, that separation is an illusion, that we're all interconnected in the great web of existence, and that one individual's healing contributes to everyone's healing. She saw beyond superficial appearances and recognized in each person the divine spark that makes us one with the Creator. In this moment, allow yourself to receive the blessings and guidance that flow through the spiritual lineage of Ho'oponopono. Feel how you're connected not only with Morrnah, but with all ancestral Hawaiian practitioners who preserved this wisdom through centuries, passing from generation to generation the knowledge of how to live in harmony with yourself, others, and all nature. Breathe deeply and visualize yourself in a sacred circle where all souls who have ever practiced Ho'oponopono are present, all who practice now, and all who will still practice in the future. Feel the collective strength of this field of love and healing, recognizing that you're not alone on this transformation journey. Now, let's prepare for a very special cleansing directed toward ancestral memories we carry in our DNA, in our family lineage, in our cultural heritage. Many of the limitations we experience in our current life aren't our creations, but patterns that have been passed from generation to generation. Collective memories of traumas, fears, and limiting beliefs that our ancestors couldn't heal in their lives. But today, in this sacred moment, you have the opportunity to be an ancestral healer, to cleanse not only your own memories, but also to offer healing to your entire family lineage. Imagine that your Ho'oponopono practice creates waves of healing that propagate both forward and backward in time, touching your descendants and your ancestors. Place your hands over your heart and repeat with me, with all the sincerity and love you're capable of, for all my ancestors, for all the pains they carried and couldn't heal, for all the fears they passed forward without realizing, for all the limitations that became family patterns. I offer these sacred words as a healing balm. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Visualize a golden light emanating from your heart and spreading through time and space, touching every member of your family, every ancestor, healing ancient wounds, dissolving generational traumas, releasing patterns of suffering that have lasted long enough. Feel how you become a healing link in the generational chain, transforming patterns of pain into patterns of love, patterns of limitation into patterns of abundance, patterns of fear into patterns of courage and confidence. Your individual healing becomes collective healing. Your personal growth contributes to the evolution of your entire lineage, and at the same time, send this same healing energy forward to future generations that will come after you. May they inherit not the wounds of the past, but the wisdom gained through transformation, not ancestral fears, but the courage to love unconditionally. Remain in this state of ancestral connection for a few moments, feeling yourself part of something much greater than your individual existence, recognizing your unique and important role in the great story of human healing. We come to the end of our sacred journey, but in truth, we arrive at a new beginning. For what we've experienced together here wasn't just a prayer or meditation, but a profound initiation into the mysteries of Ho'oponopono, an awakening to your true nature as a being of love, light, and infinite healing. In this final moment, I want you to feel deeply the transformation that has already begun to happen in your being. Even if your rational mind can't fully comprehend what occurred, even if you don't see immediate external changes, know that something fundamental has moved in the deepest dimensions of your existence. Seeds of healing have been planted, and they'll bloom at the perfect time, in the perfect way. Breathe deeply, and allow yourself to feel gratitude for having come this far, for having dedicated this precious time to your spiritual growth, for having embraced the courage necessary to look within yourself and choose transformation instead of remaining in suffering. The practice of Ho'oponopono doesn't end here. Actually, it's just beginning in your life. From today, you have in your hands a powerful healing tool that can be applied in any situation, at any moment, in any circumstance. Whether facing conflicts in relationships, professional challenges, health problems, or simply moments of anxiety and worry, you can always return to the 4 sacred phrases and find peace. Always remember that "I'm sorry" is the humble recognition of your co-creative participation in experience. "Please forgive me" is the invitation for divine wisdom to dissolve any blockage to love. "I love you" is the affirmation of your true nature and your connection to everything that exists. "Thank you" is the state of abundance that attracts more blessings to your life. Now visualize yourself leaving this sacred prayer space and returning to your daily life, but carrying with you the light that was lit during our journey. See yourself living the next days, weeks, and months from this new consciousness, applying Ho'oponopono teachings in all situations that arise. Imagine how your relationships transform when you stop trying to control others and focus on cleansing your own memories. Visualize how your professional life flows with more harmony when you stop automatically reacting to challenges and respond from a center of inner peace. Feel how your health strengthens when you release emotional tensions that have been stored in your body for so long. In this final moment, I invite you to make a sacred commitment to yourself. Promise that you'll honor this practice, that you'll reserve a few minutes every day to connect with the sacred words, that you'll remember to apply Ho'oponopono whenever you feel disturbed or challenged by life. And always remember that you're not alone on this journey. There are millions of people around the world who, like you, have chosen the path of healing, love, transformation. We're an invisible spiritual family, united by the common desire to live with more peace, joy, and purpose. May the blessings of Ho'oponopono always accompany you, on all paths. May you be a channel of healing wherever you go, a presence of love in a world that so desperately needs compassion. May your life become a living testimony to the transformative power of forgiveness, gratitude, and unconditional love. And when you feel you've lost your way, when challenges seem greater than your ability to handle them, always remember to return to these simple but powerful words. "I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you, thank you," for in them resides all the transformative power you need to create the new life your heart so desires. From the sacred zero, all possibilities are available to you. May it be so. May it manifest so. May it be realized in your life. Mahalo, aloha, and may the light of infinite love always shine in your heart.